I love setting goals and working towards them, and something I encourage you to do as well. And it's something that I previously talked about in one of my videos, setting goals as a wife. But okay, now that you're setting goals as a wife, what wife goals do you actually have? Well, before I get into all that, let me welcome you back to my channel. My name is Ayanna, and this is Beyond Committed, where we talk about everything from life, faith, family, marriage, motherhood, and everything in between, and we take them beyond. If this is your first time here, welcome, and I'm so glad you stopped by. And make sure you're not a stranger. Make sure you press that subscribe button below and turn on your notifications so you don't miss a video. All right, now let's dive right in. Having a healthy, strong, loving, happy marriage is a couple goal for every couple. But the path to get there is different for every couple because we're all so unique as husbands and wives. I mean, our relationship is unique and we're two unique individuals. So what makes us happy, what keeps us healthy, what kind of keeps us moving, and what kind of keeps us motivated and feeling loved is so different. But there are a few things that all of us wives can do and a few wife goals that we can set that can help us all on our unique journey and path to having the happy, healthy, and loving marriage that we want. The first wife goal is to have your own personal goals. Now, I know that seems like counterproductive. It's like, okay, you want me to work on being a wife, but you want me to work on me? Yes. In order for you to be a happy and healthy wife, you have to be a happy and healthy you. And it's so easy to kind of get caught up in the to-dos of married life, or if you have kids and kind of just getting all the things done, that you can lose yourself in the process. And then that really does affect your marriage a lot more than we think. So you have to make sure that you're intentional about taking care of you, making self-care goals, making spiritual goals, doing things that are just for you, doing things that feed you, doing things that encourage you, doing things that help you grow as a woman so that you can be a better wife. So yes, setting wife goals and things that help to move your marriage along is great. But one of the goals you need to set is to make sure you have some personal goals so you are the best wife you can be, so you can not just take your marriage beyond, but you can take your life beyond. And the second wife goal is reading some books about marriage, because there's always something new to learn about you, your husband, your marriage, and kind of just how you work. And as you go through different seasons of life and how you deal with different things, you have to just be intentional about growing through them. And reading books on marriage is a great way for you to do that, whether you're reading the book on your own or it's a book you share with your husband, you kind of learning different things. I know I love to read, so I read a lot more marriage books than my husband does, but I always kind of give him like the Cliff Notes version when I'm finished reading a chapter, or there's something really insightful that I think can apply to us or could help us help other couples. And a way for me to grow as a wife, but also for us to grow as a couple as I gain different insights and different tips and tools and different things that help me in my wife life, help our marriage, and kind of just help us to grow. And I actually talk about 5 of my favorite marriage books in this video, so make sure you check that out, because it's so important that as you're growing as a woman, you make sure you grow as a wife, and a great way for you to do that is to read books about marriage. The third wife goal that you can set to help you have a healthy and happy marriage and to be a healthy and happy wife is to make sure you're connecting with other wives, to be in community, to be surrounded by women who encourage you, who pray for you, who cheer you along in the good times, who help you along in the bad times, who are there to walk alongside you, and who also want to have healthy, happy, and strong marriages. Because let's be honest, misery loves company. So you don't want to be surrounded by women who don't want similar things that you want for your relationship, who aren't striving for those things, because yes, you will go through bad times. You will go through things that, kind of may have been meant to break you, that keep you in a low place, that you are not experiencing happiness in that moment. But you don't want to stay there, and you need to be surrounded by women who that's their goal as well, to grow, to gain understanding, to gain wisdom, to gain strength, to have strong and healthy marriages that endure, understanding that you will go through seasons and hard times, but together we can get through it as we support and encourage each other. So I would encourage you to make sure you're nurturing those relationships. And nowadays, it's so easy to be connected with other wives who want to grow and strengthen their marriages. You can do it within your church. You can do it within your community. You can do it online. You can do it here at Beyond Committed. We are a group of women who want to grow in our faith, our marriages, and just being strong beyond women. So I would encourage you to make sure you join this community as well. Press that subscribe button, and in the description box below, you can actually join our community, and then you'll get tips and tools and different insights and inside tips to kind of help you take your life, your faith, and your marriage beyond. And the fourth wife goal is to schedule dates. Dating your husband is so important. And I don't know about you, but if I don't put it on the calendar and then actually plan something in some capacity, it's not going to get done. I mean, regardless of how, I want it to happen, if it's not marked on the calendar, if I haven't made plans to make it happen, it's just not going to happen. And that is the same way about dating my husband. So I would encourage you to set those date nights, those date days, that date breakfast, whatever it is, whether you go out, whether you stay in, whether you're just snuggled up on the couch and it's Friday night TV time, because that's a standing date night for my husband and I, with different shows, depending upon what show is on, what day of the week is date night on the couch. So I would encourage you to make sure that no matter how busy life gets, no matter what gets on your schedule, you are intentional about dating your husband, and making sure you do that is schedule it. So make sure you make wife goal number 4 a part of your goals for this year. And the fifth wife goal is making sure intimacy is a priority, because being intimately connected with your husband is so important for the health and well-being of your marriage. I mean, in the beginning, it might have been on and popping. And trust me, it can be on and popping now, but over the years, you have to be a little bit more intentional about making sure you're keeping that spark alive, keeping that flame going, and realizing that being intimate with your husband is not all about sex. It's making sure that you're intimately connected physically and mentally in whatever ways that feed both of you. It can be something as simple as holding hands when you're out, snuggling up on a couch, kissing, sending text messages, hugging, whatever it may be, making sure you're staying intimately connected while making sure sex is there too. Now, that is easy to kind of think that that's what intimacy is about, which it's not. It's about all of the things, but sex is important too. And maybe you have to put that on the calendar just like you put on the date nights. I mean, that's okay too. Life can get busy. Marriage is real life. So yes, spontaneity is great. And when you're in the mood, you're in the mood. But sometimes you need to make sure you're going to be in the mood, or get yourself in the mood at certain times or certain days. Or it's buying an extra special outfit for your husband that he knows nothing about and just surprising him with it, no matter how long you're going to have it on. That's not the point. Just making sure you're being intentional. You're making sure you're keeping him a priority. Making sure you're keeping your marriage a priority means intimacy has to stay a priority too. All right, that's it for today. And I want to know, which wife goal are you going to set for this year? Let me know in the comment box below. And if you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up, and make sure you press that subscribe button and turn on your notifications so you don't miss a video. All right, now, until I see you again, bye.